don't get me wrong. I'm not saying make everything DLC, but I mean, in an old game, so like in the original games, this section would have been a bonus unlockable. You know, you would have beat the game in a time frame or collected an object or something, and then you would have unlocked this, and you could select this section from the mini game from the main menu, Mia's story or whatever. You know, it's not.
That kind of freaks me out when she opens it.
I just think that it slows the game down. It doesn't accomplish anything, and it is a completely different tone for where the game was at this point. I mean, if you were going to do this anyway, why even play as Mia or take away? Like, you should have just played as Ethan the whole time.
What did you call me?
Cut out the part with Mia not having ammo. Just continue playing as Ethan, and then this is an unlockable bonus section.
I guess this does explain what's going on with Evie.
Yeah,
Eva, but
it's not absolutely necessary to continue the story.
Where are you, Evie?
I guess it is the reason why they make Evie though is it is a big part of explaining what she is. I mean.
But in an older game, you'd
be asking more questions.
Like a PS2 game, a PS2 era game, or even maybe a PS3, maybe not that, but yeah, definitely a PS2 era, a PS1 era game. This would have just been an unlockable bonus mission. You know, this would have been like the Mercenaries mode.
Yes, but she ran off. She's
Oh,
making
true.
more friends, Ellen. Those things are everywhere.
Kind of like the Chris's game.
Yeah.
Which fills you in on even more. But
right. This feels exactly like... Well, and I haven't seen Chris's DLC yet, but we'll get to that at some point in the future. But this feels very much like that. This is literally just one character's story, and it doesn't need to be part of the main game. Because it's so disjointed. I mean...
Well, you didn't really need to play as Mia either once you got to the ship.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, because they did that, because they already switched your character and made you play as Mia, which changed the entire tone of the game, which then switches back almost immediately when you get to this video of now you have weapons again. So they take away your weapons as Ethan, make you play as Mia, who has no weapons, just so that you can go back and play as Mia with a bunch of weapons? I don't understand. It's just disjointed storytelling. It's the gameplay. It throws the entire fucking gameplay off. And it's, you can argue that it's balanced, but it's not balanced. It's disjointed. You go from one extreme to another extreme just to cheat and go back to the other extreme.
Instead, I think the point is, instead of, with a lot of games now, instead of making it, there's a difference between a game and, say, a movie, and they're trying to blend those two. Is what?
Well, they're not doing it well.
That's what the issue is.
There's like 3 of them in here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
One with no legs.
I think if I remember right, one comes up behind me.
Nope, right there. Do it. I think you got them both. Yep. Yeah, you struggled with that 2 or 3 times in the last playthrough. I think you died 2 or 3 times there.
Yeah,
but
I've gotten better.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, I understand there's a difference between movies and there's a difference between video games because video games are interactive. But I feel like you still need to have a consistency through your game, and it's disjointed. They literally went from you have a lot of weapons and ammo to you have no weapons and ammo.
Oh.
To like 5 minutes later, you have all this weapons and ammo again. So what was the point of the section where you had no ammo? What was the point of that?
Well, they did that in
emergency safety lockdown system has
what was it in?
engaged.
I thought in like 2 or 3 there was a section where you didn't have ammo for just a little bit, and then you got to your box. You basically just had to run for the most part. There wasn't like
the only time I can remember them doing that would be in Code Veronica, where you have to put all of your ammo or weapons inside the electronic box because you can't get through the electronic What the hell is that thing? The magnetic thing. It scans for ammo. Oh, shit. It scans for weapons and shit.
Helen, where the hell are you?
But, yeah, it's a weird thing.
I don't even know why I just opened the box, because I can't put anything in there.
But yeah, that's the only place I can remember them doing that was in Code Veronica, and it's not... And then there's a reason for it. It's they take your... They then send you through an area where you really don't have to fight anything. You really don't need your weapons and ammo if you take the right path. And then you get your ammo and weapons back. But this game, that's not what it did. It forces you to go through areas where you have enemies, and you have to fight those enemies.
Well, no, you only have to fight the one. I mean, technically you could run around it, but it would probably still hit you.
Yeah, but I guess I just don't see the point of doing that.
Oh god.
Yeah, I just don't see the point of doing that and then sending you immediately back to a section like this.
Oh.
And let's also not forget, Code Veronica is not the best of the original RE games.
No. Actually, I don't really care for that one too much.
Yeah, Code Veronica is not great.
Huh. I wonder if picking up any of that affects you.
I would still play Code Veronica again before I play this again. But that's because this one's first-person point of view. I'm glad you remember that window was there. Because I remember the first playthrough, you couldn't find that window, and I just had you wandering around in circles because I wouldn't tell you the window was there, but I told you it was in that room. And you just kept walking around the room. That was funny.
I can't remember if it's down or up.
What?
Oh, it's up. That's right.
Nobody knows. Yeah, we really got to get to the end of this.
Oh, I'm almost there. Remember?
Yeah, this is the end of this video.
Oh wait, maybe this is where she gets infected.
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
I thought Mia didn't get really infected until right before she gets blown off the ship, which is after this section.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie.
Alan,
I didn't mean
listen.
to call you that.
She's
Evie,
trying
I
to
didn't
take
mean-
control. You have to fight her.
Nope, he's just going to turn into a thing and die. So, I guess my question is,
Evelyn, stop.
he was infected, right? So if he's
He was already injured by something.
okay, but he's infected, so why didn't she just take control of him rather than killing him? Because she takes control of Jack, she takes control of Marguerite, she takes control of Lucas, and I guess Zoe at some point. But then
the rest of the molded are just people.
Yeah, but why don't Marguerite and Jack have that problem? And Lucas isn't controlled, but he's infected, and
I think that has something to do with Lucas.
And Zoe's not controlled, but she's infected.
I think that has something to do with Lucas, actually.
But then what about Zoe? Why is Zoe not controlled by her? Why would
Same thing. Because
but Lucas,
I'm pretty sure Lucas they're doing different experiments.
Oh.
Well, and we'll get that in Chris's playthrough. But they're doing different experiments, so not all the creatures are just molded.
Alright, let's see where she sends this video. By the way, this is a huge plot hole because this doesn't make any sense. So, the original video, when you watched it, that horn that's blowing in the background was not blowing. But it's blowing the entire time she's recording this.
I thought it was.
Nope. Go back and listen to it.
Ethan. You were right.
Yeah, there's no siren in the background.
I shouldn't have.
You know what? Now that you say it, I think you're right.
If you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
Also, I don't think she says all of that. I think this is kind of like the Dead Space thing where you only see a part of that video.
Yeah, you only see stay away, and then that's it. And then it turns off.
All right. Well,
So maybe in his mind they're just showing you what he's remembering of it or something. Maybe. I don't know.
yay, the end. Not of the game, just of this particular portion.
We'll be together.
I was just shooting it just because I can.
Well, because might as well, since you don't need the ammo anymore anyway. And then somehow you manage to survive being sucked out of the ship as the ship breaks in half.
Well, you're infected.
It's very much like...
It's just like when
But the ship's blown in half.
It's just like when Ethan lost his arm, or when you blew the guy up with a car.
But you're still in the ocean. You're not even, like... This ship ends up in a bayou, but you're still in the ocean. And you were cast off the ship. So we're supposed to expect, or to accept that she was blown into the same bayou as the ship, just by chance.
Well, they weren't that... According to some of the files, they weren't that far from that.
Now do you remember?
No, but you did. You told me.
I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No.
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
See, that's a jump scare that's not scary. Oh,
Yeah,
cool. Oh,
that-
good. There's a save point.
That never scared me.
I'm super excited that we're almost done with this game, Nick.
Well, let's finish this shit.
Let's definitely finish this shit. This will be one of the longest recordings that we've ever done because we keep coming back to it. But if we go all the way back to the recording sessions that fucked up, this is one of the first games we ever recorded.
It is, and...
Every one of those recordings was so fucked up they were unsalvageable.
Yep.
Destroy C or Dester.
Yeah, we already took the contents.
We did take the No, you took the contents in a flashback.
Yeah, I know.
So now you can take them in the flash forward. No, you need a lockpick that you didn't bring with you.
I don't have one.
Yeah, you do. You have like 3 of them.
No, that's Ethan.
Well, are they not in her box?
Nope. Not as far as or maybe I haven't gotten to a box yet.
What's in her box then? Other than gooiness and stinkiness. I'm not saying she's not fresh. I'm just saying she probably hasn't showered in years at this point.
I think you would be absolutely...
I'm not saying she's normally a dirty person. Just, honestly, everybody in this game, their orifices must be rank.
They must be terrible. Well, I mean, look at that house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
I thought we could get through that door. Do we need
no.
chemical?
I need that chemical.